Here's a story about the best invitation I ever received. One of the first classes I ever took as a student here at UNH was a Spanish seminar, and I remember the first day quite well. It was a small class of about 15 students on the top floor of Merkland Hall on a Wednesday, probably at 9:10 a.m., with Professora Stojkovic, who I absolutely loved. She was amazing. I was also the only student of color in class, and it was something that I could not really hide. That wasn't until I saw a young woman walk in, who I noticed right away. And when I saw her, I said to myself, she's Latina. And little did I know, she was outside waiting for me after class. She introduced herself and said, "Hello, my name is Caroline Goulart," and she's here, by the way, so I'm going to embarrass her a bit. She said, "Hello, my name is Caroline Goulart, and I'm president of Mosaico, the Latino student organization here on campus, and I wanted to see if you would like to attend a meeting." And so I accepted her invitation. Through Caroline, I discovered a network of people who fostered my desire to create change. Thus was born my passion for social justice. And what Caroline did that day for me was something that was so valuable that I will forever be grateful for. She gave me a community. And so here I am, 4 years later, in my last remaining months as an undergraduate student. This is my message to you. We have all inherited the legacy of oppression. Deeply rooted in our history, oppression manifests itself in our institutions, and as a result, our system is not set up for everyone to succeed. And so how do we begin the process of not dismissing, but instead validating the experiences of those that are disempowered and show that they are seen, heard, and matter? To break old patterns of exclusion, we must change the ways in which we think and talk about inequities between privileged and marginalized groups, which is not an easy thing to do. This is especially true for future scholars, activists, and leaders, and they are here on this campus. I speak of you, my fellow students, those who were here, those who are here, and those who will be here. We have forgotten our legacy of activism on college campuses, as well as our civic responsibilities. Do not be fooled by false beliefs that we have overcome all obstacles with only a few loose ends to fix. They're merely illusions. We benefit from the work of those who have come before us, yet we must not dwell on victory for long. Progress has been made. However, it is our duty to continue, and we have a long way to go. This is our community and our home. Know that you are important and that you belong here. Know that you have a voice, and you are permitted to use it. But let me be clear, this is not about harming, disrespecting, or dehumanizing anyone. It is about holding each other accountable for our actions. And yet, in spite of the challenges, I still remain hopeful, not just for access, but also for peace. Access and peace for the white working class disabled male who is able to afford college and not have his intelligence be questioned. Access and peace for the Muslim woman who could safely wear her headscarf anywhere without being profiled. Access and peace for the black gay Christian male who can hold the hand of his partner in public and is not exiled by his own community. Access and peace for the transgender Latina who does not have to worry about whether or not there will be restrooms wherever she goes and is not outed. Access and peace for everyone. The day that everyone, all of us, regardless of occupation, title, profession, status, or identity, do not have to question the priorities of our social, economic, and political institutions. Access and peace. I often wonder what Dr. King would think, what he would say about the social climate of our world and of our country. Would he be upset or content? Would he be proud of how we're living his legacy or disappointed? What would he do? He knew the mission of equity could not be done alone. It is not just a job for certain people. It is not just a job for certain major departments or offices. It is not just a job for specific organizations, professions, or corporations. We are all responsible. I have always said that change takes time because transforming our system requires transforming ourselves. We know that laws alone are not enough to change the world. Those can be overturned, and not for the better, as we have seen. Whatever way we approach it, we can stop the current patterns of inequity by sharing our time, talents, and skills to the collective good, a reflection of those we serve. Then we will begin to live as Martin Luther King asked of us, live as if each of our lives is inextricably linked to another's. And do you want to know what the best part of all of this is? It's free. It costs absolutely nothing. Ironic, isn't it? I've learned that being inclusive does not stop at the end of our workday. It continues on to our homes and our families, our everyday lives. It is a way of being, a core value, a part of who we are, our identity. And if you have any doubts, use my message as a guide. After all, my journey did start with an invitation. What will you introduce someone to? Will you be someone else's Caroline? And if there's anything in this world that I believe in the most, is that you, all of you, are the solution to our liberation. Thank you.